Flight Boss, bitch. For sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Terry Smooth. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And we're going to talk about dying with blood on your hands. Now, I know a lot of y'all have been told and have been taught a lot of hand-me-down knowledge and things of that nature by other people that's giving y'all the concept of what it means to die with blood on your hands. So you get misled information where thinking that it has something to do with followers and has something to do with the person who's actually leading. So when you look at things like celebrities and stuff of that nature, you'll get heavy religious people say things like, this person is going to die with blood on their hands. But that is not actually what dying with blood on your hands is. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people are going to be misguided because they haven't experienced it themselves. And by me being Archangel Uriel, I'm going to bring that information from the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension down here into the 3rd dimension so you can fully understand what it actually means to die with blood on your hands. Now, for the most part, it has nothing to do with followers and leaders. And we're going to disclose that argument right now. And here's why. Right? Because when you follow something, it doesn't even necessarily have to be a person. When you follow something, that is actually a choice. So when you die, no one is going to be there but your choice that you made. So the person that you chose to follow is not going to be there. And the ideas and the concepts you came up with to come to that conclusion is not going to be there. The only thing that's going to be there is your choice and your ability to make a choice. So your ability to choose to follow whatever you follow is a choice. So that don't have anything to do with any blood being on anybody's hands, from the follower to the leader. You see what I'm saying? When it comes to followers and leaders. So let's get that out of the way off the back. So whatever text or scripture y'all have read to teach y'all that have taught y'all to actually be in the circumstance that y'all are in at the moment. But for the most part, let's break it down. So when we talk about dying with blood on your hands, it has nothing to do with freedom of choice. And if you choose to follow something, it doesn't even necessarily have to be a person. If you choose to follow anything, it was a choice. The word choose is there. So that discloses by default any type of situation of blood being on somebody's hand. You can't make somebody do anything. People do things on their own free will, their choice. No matter how gullible they are. It was their choice to be gullible. That's what you need to understand. Now, breaking that down, this is what actually dying with blood on your hands actually is. When you die, but you gave obligations to people and certain responsibilities to people to withhold long after you have even lived. So if you, for an example, let me break it down in 3D terms. Say you're in a relationship with somebody, right? And then this person give you a bunch of obligations like, okay, only thing I need you to do before I die is make sure this on the tombstone. Or before I die, make sure you hold this for me. Or before I die, make sure you keep this up. Or anytime a person is giving you obligations and responsibilities to withhold long after they passed, that is a person that's dying with blood on their hands. Because in the realm of reality or the dimension that they go into, right, the energy signature that they want the people that's still living in the previous realm of reality that they just died from, expired from, the energy signature that they want the people that's still living to uphold there, it's an energy signature that's still representing the dimension that they just left. So they're not able to actually be free in the realm of reality that they got born into once they died from the one that they was previously into. So they end up living that life the same way how you would see people living the life you see now. People who end up having a lot of regrets. People who end up obtaining a lot of responsibilities. People who end up obtaining a lot of hardship. People who stay in their memory banks. People who stay in the past. People even to the point that it play out. That they stay out. They play into physical past. To physical spiritualities or families or histories or religions or or scientists, you know what I'm saying, they cling to the past to bring to the present because they're unsure of themselves in the present because they may be afraid of the future in some way, shape, or form. So they cling on to past examples that may not even resonate with their own energy signature. But see, this is how you kind of could pinpoint a person who died with blood on their hands because they're not living a free life and they always feel guilty or they always feel obligated to things that has nothing to do with them in the general concept of what we living in. You see what I'm saying? So you have people who attach responsibilities or attach certain concepts and ideas to them that don't even got nothing to do with them. So you just basically jumped in front of a bullet that wasn't even for you. So that's what you can see as representations as a person, because you are ancestor now. For you to be in this body now means you died from another realm of reality and got born here. So for the most part, if you are a person who go through a lot of emotional turmoil and things of that nature, 9 times out of 10, you are a person who died with blood on your hands. And depending on how many circumstances and how much situations and how many people, places, and things that correlate to the same energy signature that you keep manifesting in your life, that's going to show you how much blood you had on your hands when you died. And like in the esoteric realm, that's like emotions, of feelings, fluid, water. So for the most part, that's making somebody feel responsible or obligated before you die. So even when you long and dead, somebody still have to feel obligated and responsible because of a concept you put in their head. So they didn't die with blood on their hands, and now you feel responsible. The energy that of you feeling responsible is your blood, is your water, is your higher esoteric energetic force that's on their hands in whatever realm of reality that they went into. So the more that you harbor and show compassion and cry and shit and withhold and keep rituals and every year and month type rituals based upon this person, you put more and more blood on this person's hand. This person having a hard life in the life that they in. They not even free. Now look, here's the thing. Here's how you can die with blood on your hands by accident, right? Because see, we in such a low vibrational third dimensional realm that it's easy to get lost, right? Because everybody trying to be something, everybody trying to become something. Well, you have to realize you're no thing, you're nothing, not nothing the way scientists is teaching you. You're no thing, no shape or form. So you could become all kind of shapes or forms, but as long as you know that you're not these things, the moment you get them and they leave from you, you won't feel any detachment or you won't feel any like you lost something because you know that these things wasn't you in the first place. So I don't give a fuck what it is. If it's money, material, goddamn house, whatever the fuck it is, if it wants to disappear, you won't have no fucking soul attachment to it. So you won't be dying with no fucking blood on your hand. But look, this is how you can die with blood on your hands by accident, right? Because everybody trying to achieve, everybody trying to be something. So you could be a person in your area, wherever you live at, vibrating very high. AKA that means you just a spirit that can utilize the body you are in better than other people at the moment. So for the most part, now you might be gaining a lot of traction, gaining a lot of attention. So you're manifesting a lot of people around you, right? Now here's the thing, right? You might got a lot of goals, but you're gonna manifest a lot of people around you who really ain't got shit to offer. Like they running around here, they ain't got no soul, they ain't really got no passion or really they don't even know where to start to think what they want to do in the first place to even have some type of motivation. So for the most part, right, you're gonna manifest people like this in your life. Now here's the thing, right? Now you can't really show your appreciation and how much energy you can give to them because they ain't really got shit for you to add for them. They ain't got no talent or nothing for you to help them with, to show them that you with them in that way, right? So here's where things gonna fall down, and now you gotta intervene. Because see, teamworks make the dream work, and you can't do everything by your goddamn self. So if you're manifesting people around you who really ain't got no dreams themselves for you to participate to show them that it could be a 50-50 party, here's where things gonna get fucked up. Because now here's when you're gonna get blood on your hands by default, and you don't mean to. Because when you got people around you, right, you ain't gonna have no choice but to try to make them align themselves with your dreams and ideas, right? Because here's the thing, if you do got a bunch of nobodies around you, they supposed to come up with the ideas themselves to be like, all right, well, this is what I can do. Or this is what I can do, this, that, and the third. See, and if they're not already doing that, then they're not even in your energy signature. You are already supposed to be on the deadline of cutting them motherfuckers off. But before you even get there, this is what you need to understand, right? Now, for the most part, now, if you are going to have a bunch of nobody ass souls around you, right, and they ain't got no spirit to do nothing, right, then you automatically got to intervene, because now you automatically got to come up with scenarios and come up with concepts of applying them to what you need them to do, right? But see, here's the problem. If they ain't got nothing that they're trying to do that you can help them with, it's going to start to seem uneven. It's going to start to seem like you're taking advantage, right? And if they a bunch of lazy ass spirit characteristic ass motherfuckers, right, then they ain't gonna have no choice within their own lostness but to start feeling like they're being taken advantage of and things of that nature, right? Because you know what I'm saying, you ain't got nothing to help them with for it to be 50-50. So if they're gonna be around you, you got them doing everything what you trying to do, but at the end, you ain't gonna have no choice but to feel like, all right, I'm taking advantage or something like that, which you're really not. This really ideas they supposed to come up with themselves to help apply. Otherwise, y'all energies ain't mixing, and y'all not even supposed to be in the same space and location, because those mixtures ain't even harmonious mixtures. That type of transformation is like death, right? So for the most part, right, here's how you end up having blood on your hands by default, right? Because you got no choice. If they're gonna be around you, right, you got no choice but to make them do what you trying to do, right? Now you got to start justifying yourself. You got to start ringing around their scheduling of things. You got to start ringing around. You got to start coming up with your own ideas of how they mind work. Now, here's the thing, right? Now, you might have these people do something, right? Now, when these people are on their own time, you might find themselves, you might find them distancing themselves from you in the astral realm, based upon a responsibility you might not even got for them. For an example, you might have had them do something for you, but you might not even want them to do that no more, right? But in the esoteric realm, it'll play out in the 3D realm as these people, they'll start distancing themselves from you because they feel like they're obligated, or they feel like they may be responsible to do something that they truly do not want to do. Right? So at that point, now me, I'm Archangel Uriel. Y'all know I sense all this. Once I sense that, period, right there, I'm cutting you the fuck off. So you might be cut the fuck off and might not know why you cut the fuck off when it come to me, but I'm talking about as far as my soul group, and I'm trying to show y'all. You know what I'm saying? When you even sense that from a person, that a person look at you like they're trying to calculate what's on your mind, so they're trying to formulate their situation around you because they don't want you to make them feel obligated for what you want them to do all the time, and that might not be in your head. You might have only wanted them to do that 1 or 2 times, and then, you know what I'm saying? Soon as you sense shit like that, cut that motherfucker off. Because this what you need to understand. A nigga, bitch, whoever the fuck it is. It could be a family member. I don't give a fuck who the fuck it is. Because here's the thing. Y'all energies is not matching off the bat. So if you have to force yourself on someone, or someone just forcing themselves on you, but they're not making themselves a part of what you got going on, and then they don't even got nothing going on for you to even make yourself a part of, you need to cut yourself off from that, because that's dead weight. And what's happening is you got too much shit in your like in your room. You got too much shit in your room, too many dressers and shit, or clothes all over the place. And what's happening is you need to clear that up. If you don't clear that up, it won't be no room for no new shit to come in. So if you got outdated people, places, and things in your space and location that's not correlating with your energy signature, and you have to force yourself on them, or they have to force themselves on you, but none of y'all, both of y'all, what y'all doing is not mixing, then you need to cut that nigga or bitch out of your motherfucking life for that space can have enough room for God and the universe can bring the people, places, and things in your space and vortex that actually resonate with your energy signature. Therefore, you'll have somebody around you that keep you on your motherfucking toes. They be giving you ideas about what you need to do, and you be giving them ideas about and then before you know it, both of y'all shit take off. You know what I'm saying? It can't be a situation where it's just one motherfucker that's spirited and the other motherfuckers is hanging around waiting on this motherfucker to go somewhere. Or it can't be a situation where this motherfucker gotta motivate and tell every other motherfucker body what the fuck to do. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be a circumstance, a situation where everybody know they space, position, and energy. And if you ain't around people like that, you in the wrong crowd. And I'm telling you right now, you're not doing nothing but wasting time. You ain't doing nothing but wasting time, wasting energy, putting a bunch of responsibility and obligations on your back, and by default you're gonna die with a whole bunch of motherfucking blood on your hands. So I'm gonna tell you this right now. You ain't here to love nobody. You ain't here to like nobody. You ain't here to cater to nobody else's emotions and feelings. Especially if you watching Archangel Uriel goddamn videos. Y'all ass ain't even supposed to be thinking about catering to nobody else's goddamn emotions and feelings. If you got people around you and they ain't on your vibe, if they ain't on your frequency vibration, they the ones with the goddamn problem, not you. You ain't gotta calm down. You ain't gotta formulate yourself. You ain't gotta justify shit. You ain't gotta come up with no ideas on why you around this person and why y'all need to be around each other as long as y'all. You ain't gotta come up with none of that shit. You cut that motherfucker off as soon as you came up with the idea of why that motherfucker around in the goddamn first place. Shit. And don't let nobody make you feel responsible or obligated for their goddamn emotional chaotic distress. Because if you watching Archangel Uriel, you already ain't even in their goddamn dimension anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you don't even need to be vibrating that low already. And you don't need to be manifesting no more people in your life like that. So yeah, don't be dying with motherfucking blood on your goddamn hands. It ain't got shit to do with a goddamn choice. Flight boss, bitch, goddamn air.